What up, world? This Calhoun, your local mechanic in Indianapolis, Indiana, out doing a oxygen sensor on a 2018 Hyundai, what is this, a Tucson truck. So, originally, this car needed an oxygen sensor a couple months back. I wasn't able to get to it. She had another mechanic come out. Supposedly was supposed to only put an oxygen sensor on. But I don't know what in his mind made him think that a NOx sensor was gonna solve an oxygen. It only had one code, and that was for a downstream oxygen sensor. I think it was bank 1, sensor 2. So that's the one that's under the car on the, I think it's on the catalytic converter. So, but somehow or another, he talked to her and said she needed a NOx sensor, but the code wasn't for a NOx sensor at all. But so he put a NOx sensor on it, right? And then here it is, about 2.5 months, 3 months later. It's December here. It's a nice day. It's nicer than the first day. I made a video because I had to come out here and I had to replace the NOx sensor because now she had a code for a NOx sensor too. And what probably was the problem with that was he didn't really put the car back together like it came. And the NOx sensor cable was supporting the weight of a bracket and a bundle of cables, wires, and connectors. It was a bracket that had a bunch of wires on it. And now the wire, single wire, is supporting the weight of that. And then you got heat and everything, so it weakens the wire, which might have stretched it and made the new NOx sensor go out, which she never needed one to begin with. So I put that on, made a video. I got to post it the other day before Christmas. Now here it is the day after Christmas. And I came back to do the oxygen sensor. So when I was out here, I got up under there to do the oxygen sensor, which is usually normally a maybe 15-minute to 30-minute job. I got up under there and getting ready to take the oxygen sensor out. Hold on. And I couldn't get the connector off the plug. I'm like, well, what the hell going on? So then I go get the new plug out, the new oxygen sensor, and look at the plug on it, and it got a long wire. So I'm like, where the hell this wire go? So I followed the wire up, and it went up into the floor, and you couldn't pull it down to unplug it. And they probably got a tool for it. I looked for a couple videos to get that oxygen sensor out. So this is why I'm making this video, because what I found was a short story, like a short. They didn't even make a real whole long video, but they kind of explained it quick. And they had took out the passenger seat, and they took this center console out because the plug is actually, and they had the carpet peeled back. So all this had to come out, or might have to come out. I hope I don't have to do that today, because I really don't see a dealership. Because see, I think about what would the dealership do, because that's the best work you're going to get is the dealership. So I try to compare my work to a dealership. So with that being said, I do mess up. I rarely ever mess up, but I do a lot of homework before I do a job that I haven't did before. So with that being said, I looked at this short, and he had the carpet peeled back, and the wire is somewhere down in there. But he also had took the center console out. So I went and found a video. Shout out to, I think it was Mars Cab TV. He got a good video on how to take this center console apart and take it out, which so far, everything he said and showed has been right. So I don't have a camera bed and I don't have a GoPro. So I'm gonna explain real quick what I'm gonna do and what I have done and how I got to where I'm at, and then I'm gonna pause this, do what I said what needs to be done, and I'm gonna come back and show you the end result. And that's how my video today is gonna be made. Now when I get me another GoPro camera and I can wear it on my head, it's gonna be a good POV, point of view videos. That's how I usually do mine. You rarely ever see my face. So a lot of times you see my hands and tools, and I'll show in detail what I'm doing and I explain as I go. But today it's gonna be a little different because I don't have my GoPro with me right now. So what I'm about to do, what I done did, this is what he said do. Take this, how you get this gear shifter off. you basically go around it. It got these little ends on it, right? And you feel for them. And you just I had this tool right here. You can use a smaller one, a screwdriver, a pick, whatever you can use. They get down it without breaking it. So then you stick it out there, you find it, and you pop them loose. And then you take this, and all you got to do is pull on this kind of hard. Don't knock yourself out. On the thing, the gear shift is straight up, and they'll come off. You don't need no tool or nothing. It'll come off. And you put it back on is the reverse. Just pop it back down on there. So what the next step is this. You got these two 10mm bolts there that you gotta take out. And then you gotta pop this trim off right here. And what I got is this little tool. And I got these tools right here. And a couple picks that I use. You know. AutoZone. Nice little set. You can also get them. I done bought them off see that little bend in that? Comes in handy. So with that being said, I brought this set at AutoZone. I paid a little bit of change for this. I also bought them at Harbor Freight. I also bought them off the Snap-on and the Mako truck. So I done had tools over life. I've been doing this for like 30 years. So what you do is you take this and you go around it. And you pop this up. Get behind it. And then you just go in there with your, I also got this little tool, two of them. You go in there and you pop this out like so. Get down in there and you pop it up. Let me pause this because I need both my hands. So basically, now you can see it look like it's still in there, but it's actually out. And basically what I did was, I took my little tool right here and I stuck it down in there like so, up under there as I went along this, and I twisted it until it started doing that. And then I held it up over here, and I went to the other side and did the same thing. Now, when it came back down about right there, it was kind of tight right here. But it feel like you're gonna break. It breaks, but it don't. It pops, and then when it pops, it comes free. That little break, just give it a little extra oomph, and not too much with that oomph. And right now, it's still something got it back here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick my little